Party meets a wandering scholar from Galavan. Party has finished its long rest and consumed 4 units of food. Alright, looks like we are here. And it's having us rest to the morning. Oh no. Okay, I'm confused. Why are we running back and forth on each side of the location? What is going on? That was so weird. We got just outside the location and then slept and then walked some other place and then rested again? Very confusing. Always gets me is the, you know, click button to continue or whatever down here. So because I'm used to loading screens ending when the game is loaded. So I'll just be sitting here waiting, saying, whoa, this is really taking a long time to load up, and then it's all because I didn't press the button. Alright, we're gonna start off this location and do some scouting. But everybody should be in cautious mode.
What's going on here? These aren't Soraks. They seem human. What exactly are they doing? What's it look like they're doing? They're digging something up. This ruin dates back to Imperial times. Who are those people? Scavengers?
Hard to say. I see no tent or flag signifying their allegiance. Well, there is one way to find out. Perhaps we should sneak a little closer.
Or simply walk in and see how friendly they are.
Looks like there's maybe a side path over here. An illusion. I mean, it is a big crack in the wall, but we can't actually go there. All workers. I don't see... I don't see anything else down here or any named enemies. So. go off of cautious. Oh, I should probably just save. We are at the ancient tower.
Intruders!
Of course.
All right, no talking then.
Kill them! Looks like there won't be any parley.
Harry's going first. Vicious. Okay, this railing is not half cover. No big deal. Well, it wasn't a surprise round, but we are going before everybody. You cannot see this target. Really. Can't zoom out any further. What's going on? Oh, I guess just over here. I still can't see the target. I mean, I can clearly see the target, so I'm not sure what the game is thinking. It says they're in bright light, but they're out of sight. I mean, maybe technically they're out of range, but I think a better descriptor would be untargetable or out of range versus you can't see the target, so I'm not sure what's going on. You can't see this guy either, apparently. Also, one of the things that I've noticed, I think I just put both Baldur's Gate 3 and this. It would be very, very nice to have some sort of range finder, so you can see whether or not are they within range of my bow, for example. So I think my longbow has a 24 meter range, something like that. So it would be great to have, if I mouse over a target, kind of on that line that you see between them. It shows red, but there could be a number of reasons why it's red. It's obstructed, etc. But maybe like a little information will pop up that says, you know, what the range distance is, like a range finder. I would think that your character who is, let's say, an experienced bow user would at this point be able to gauge distance pretty well. But okay, so we're just going to, I think we're just going to dash, and we're going to move a little closer down. Hopefully we'll be in range for a couple shots next turn. Alright, in turn. Alright, same with Vizera. We're just going to go ahead and dash. I don't think she's going to have any particular, she's not going to have a way to target, but Vicious didn't. We'll move her down to here. end her turn. And then Hexia. So these guys are brightly lit, which is really interesting because the area is kind of dark. Like it seems dimly lit. It doesn't seem brightly lit. I mean, there's a fire right here, but it's not providing light all the way out to here, I don't think, right? The sun's not directly on the location. So, visually, it's not going to be easy visually just to see that from the game, that characters are brightly lit, are in a brightly lit area. You really have to mouse over them and see the little icon in the top left there that shows, can't even mouse over it, but the top little icon there that's kind of shaped like a sun and is full, so they're brightly lit. We're gonna dash, bring her just behind here. Alright, we'll enter. Alright, we'll do a ranged attack.
Got you.
Nice. And we'll use cunning action to dash away.
You're impressively fit.
Nice commentary. One of the other characters just said that she was impressively fit because she jumped up this wall or cliff. Okay, in turn. Alright, so they should be in range now. Let's see. You cannot see this target. Can see that target. Worker is in bright light, advantage, disadvantage. Wait, what? Why do I have a disadvantage because the worker is in bright light? That seems weird. Yeah, seems like a bug. I can target this guy. You cannot see this target, so it just seems like this was a range issue. But it's weird, it should just say out of range. Weird to tell the player that you cannot see this target when I can clearly see the target. Also, all of the workers are in bright light, according to the game. So I should easily be able to see them. You can see players running down a football field at, you know, 100 yards when you're up in in a stadium super far away. So you can see people half a mile away walking down the street. So you can see people. You just may not be in range to do anything to. So I think that's a better way to communicate your inability to attack somebody. Alright, we're gonna attack this worker. Longbow. In the turn. And we'll take a shot with Zara as well. It's interesting because it says oh no, that's if I move there. It's not her guard. It's not her. It's not her cover. It's what my cover would be if I moved there. Okay. RNG, welcome. How you doing, bud? Okay, we'll just take a shot with a crossbow. I'll pass.
Perfect.
That little thing that came up there was unique to the cleric with battle domain. They can use they can channel divinity on a hit to do additional damage and have a chance to stun the target. And what's really cool that I found out yesterday is that I just assumed that was some sort of ability that you could only use on a melee attack, but I can also use it on a ranged attack like a crossbow attack. So that's pretty cool, pretty compelling. Also, especially because a lot of times you don't get it. I always find myself with clerics not really getting a use of the channel of divinity because I'm not really there's no undead to turn for a lot of situations. So it's nice to be able to use that just in pretty much any combat as an effective way to potentially stun or do extra damage. Alright, we're going to end turn. Alright, it's Hexia's turn. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick save here because this is kind of a good situation for me to test a spell I picked up. I wasn't sure how it would work based off the description. So with darkness, so the creatures in the darkness become heavily obscured. Creature's vision has heavily obscured, disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against creature have advantage. So that's interesting. I thought that if they were heavily obscured, that if I tried to hit them in the darkness, that I would have disadvantage. But the description seems to indicate that attack rolls against the creature have advantage. I thought that would only happen if your character had like demon vision or something that allows you to see in magical darkness. But so I don't know if that's just the way that they decided to handle this, or if I'm just misreading this. Creatures in this area cannot see anything. It puts out lights that distinguishes light sources in the area. Alright, looks like they want to run up in this general direction, so I'm going to throw down... Ooh, wait, I have it. I could do it there. Oh really, can I cast it this far away? Pretty cool. Alright, so these guys on their turn are probably going to run up to here, so let's just throw this down. Let's throw it down here. Here's into her turn. Alright, so well, that's interesting. So I can target the worker. I'm not getting any disadvantage on the hit. And I think if you can zoom in real close. Let's see here. I'm getting two little lines. One line is going from me to the enemy, and it's white, so that indicates that I can attack the target. It would be really cool if that line turned green if I had advantage. That could be a really cool indicator from a user interface standpoint. But the line coming back to me is red, meaning that they can't see me or that they have disadvantage. Now, if they're heavily if they're heavily obscured targets, they can't see anything. If they're heavily obscured, then kind of treats it like blindness. So they're essentially blinded from an attack standpoint. So yeah, I think if you have advantage on a target, it would be great if those little lines were green, and if you were if a target, say you're disadvantaged on a target, maybe it was yellow or orange. And if you were blinded or were suffering from being blinded or heavily obscured, then it would be red. That would be a great, easy way to see at a glance what kind of chance you have to attack and do damage. Alright, we're gonna take a shot on this character, this worker. I feel really bad. I don't know, they just decided to attack me out of the blue, and they're just workers with wimpy little weapons, so I feel kind of bad wiping them out, but they would have done it to me, right? Now, again, I have to look up the SRD rules on sneak attack, but you would think that if an enemy can't see anything, if they're in darkness and I can target them, wouldn't I have advantage on them? Aren't they distracted by the darkness? Aren't they unable to effectively respond? They can't see me. They can't see me. They don't know where the attack is coming from. They wouldn't be able to effectively respond. That should give them disadvantage.
I was sure.
Oh wow, and I missed. Unbelievable. We're gonna use cunning action and dash away to here. From here we should have shots on any enemies coming up these steps.
I underestimated you. My apologies.
Cool. So they did kind of what I thought they would do, which is run through and, for the most part, stand in the darkness. It would have been better, I guess, for me to move it over a little bit to the right. They really catch them as they go up this path, but fine. Okay, I cannot see that target from there. Okay, so this is weird. So now I'm disadvantaged because the worker is in darkness. When I took the shot on the other worker, I wasn't disadvantaged even though they were in darkness. So the rules don't seem to be consistent. It's hard to determine what the intention is. So, anyway. This is my concern. It's one of the reasons why I was like, should I take the... I don't know if I should take the darkness spell as one of my two choices, because the way that it sounded like it was being implemented was a little confusing. So, we'll see.
Go on!
Ooh, nice shot. 13 damage. It'd be nice to see the damage rolls. I don't see that I can do that easily. This worker sustains 13 damage. Tells you what type of damage it is, but you can't see the damage roll. Alright, let's end the turn. We're in Vicious' turn. It's Zara's turn. How many shots does she get? So again, worker counts as worker says worker is in darkness, so I have disadvantage. Defeats the purpose of darkness. The only reason that I would darkness is a fantastic spell, especially for warlocks who can get demon sight, because you can see in magical darkness, which means that people in darkness have disadvantage or effectively blinded. You can see them, so you get advantage on your attacks. So it's a great spell to use, especially for warlocks. The way that it's implemented here makes it kind of like, well, why would I cast darkness down? One, it's not a huge area, so an enemy can easily move out of it. Two, if they stay in it, I can't really effectively hit them because now they're disadvantaged. Or my shots are disadvantaged. Yeah, I cannot see that target. Do I have any other shots? Alright, what kind of cool spells do we have? Ooh, here we go. We're gonna use Flaming Sphere. Gonna drop a Flaming Sphere right on these guys. Wait, it doesn't do damage right off the bat to them? Magical effect control. Select destination to move the magical effect or target to attack. Okay, can I just keep rolling it around on people? Okay, so I can't. Okay, so I can't roll it onto their square. Oh. But it looks like the radius of it is larger. Is larger than the place I'm moving it to, so I should be doing damage with it. But when I first lay it down, It didn't seem to do damage to these guys, even though I'm right next to them. And I can't actually move it on their square. I have to roll through them or something. Let's just try to roll to the side here. I'm gonna do a quick save. Okay, no damage to them. And that was a full opportunity I had to do that. Do a quick load.